Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do how to blend your eyeshadows. So on my left hand side I'll be doing the don'ts, and then on my right hand side we'll be doing the do's. Your love is rated X. That means you're extraordinary. I hope you get some tips. The first thing you need to do is to base your eyelids. So what I did is just base my eyelids. As you can see, they started creasing, and to avoid that you can just dab it with a sponge, move it around so that it doesn't crease as much. But this side, let me just leave it with the creases so that you guys can see what difference it makes. And for the don'ts, if you put on a lot of concealer or eyeshadow primer, the colors will cake up and it won't look as nice. It will look like this paste on your eyelid. So make sure that it's very thin, and also on your do's, to make sure that your eyeshadows pop out, make sure that you don't put on powder. If you put on powder, it will not be as bright. So let me do that for this one. Just leave it, I'm going to leave it creased, and I'm going to put on powder. This one I'm not going to put on powder, and I'm going to make sure that these creases are gone. So like I said, I'm going to leave it creased and put on powder. Makeup Revolution. It's a big powder, but it sets very translucent. So you need to just dab it and remove the excess. So this one, like I said, I'm just going to leave it as it is. All the creases are gone. Blending eyeshadow, you need to use this brush. Brush is called a blending brush for your eyeshadows. It's very fluffy on top, and it goes in narrow into the brush, the hold of the brush. And to have the best blending of your eyeshadows, the best technique, make sure that you hold your brush like towards the end right there. That's where you want to hold it, like here. If you hold it too close to the head of the brush, like so, your hand puts a lot of pressure on the eye and the eyeshadow color. So also you need to get the best pigment. If you don't have the best pigment for your eyeshadows, your eyeshadows won't pop. So make sure that you have the best pigment, and for that I'll be using these colors. They look very pale on camera, but they're very good. So the first step of blending is make sure that you have a transition color. A transition color, it's a color that will blend in with all the other colors or pigments that you're going to use on your eye. So make sure that it blends in well with all the other colors. So a transition color goes right above the crease area. You see where my eyes are creasing there? That is where the transition color will go to. So I would be using orange, my crease color. You see how pigmented that is? So I'm just going to dab it. I firstly dab into the crease color. I don't sweep, I dab. I'll show you how it is when you sweep. It looks like I'm sweeping, but I'm dabbing and sweeping at the same time so that it looks very transitional. Okay, this is how it looks for the do's. And then for the don'ts, I'm going to maybe just sweep it. How people usually do it is just sweep. And I'll do it like different, use different use the same kind of time or lapses that I do. Oh my god, I'm so used to doing this that I just do it. So I'm just going to sweep it. Okay, I think that is it. So with sweeping, you really, it's very hard for you to control how far you go, because you want to cover the whole crease, but because sweeping, really, see how sheer it becomes, it removes away the color. Like, see how I'm holding it towards the end, but I'm actually supposed to be holding that, like the don'ts. What a don't is holding it right there at the end of the mouth, and leaving no space for you to control it, because now your hand has put so much pressure on the brush that you end up shearing away the color. But if you use it towards the end, you have little power to move it. So the other technique is to go in circular motions, which is very, very nice, because then you get to blend in well into your crease. So this is the sweeping motion and holding it towards the end, and this is the dab and circular motion to holding it towards the end of the brush. The next tip I would give is to use, this is the transition color. Then the next color that you'd want to use is the brightest color that you have. So the brightest color goes towards the inner corner of your eye, so you'd want to put it somewhere around here. If you're going to do just two colors, it goes just above your eyelash, just to make it your eye pop a bit. But today we're just going to do something different, and we're going to put it right here. So like I said, you dab it into the area that you want it to be. And as you dab, you move your brush around to exactly where you want it to be. Okay, so this is your do's. Your don'ts, I'm just going to sweep it right here. You see how it shares your concealer even. So the next step you're going to do is put a color right there in the middle, and I'm going to take this color and just dab it right there. It's an orange, but it's different from this one. This one must be able to blend with all the colors, like I said. This one is going to make it pop, so the middle color should actually pop. Use it more like you're doing a glittery eye. A glittery eye is supposed to be where your eye opens, like it must just pop. So you wanted to put it right there. So this is how you would do it. See, I'm always holding my brush towards the end. Do that. So this is what I'll be doing, just dabbing around that middle part of my eyelid. So this is how it looks. I don't know if you can see the orange, but it's been washed away by the camera. But anyways, so the next part is the don't. Using the same colors, I'm going to just sweep it from the yellow to, because you want to make sure that they blend in together. So just going to sweep it. sweeping is not bad at all. It's actually very good, but it depends on how you do it. Yeah, I think that is good. I think you can obviously see the difference. This is much more, it flows. This one has like bumps into it. So yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is use the final color that is going towards the outer part of my eyelid. So that color just goes, like I said, you dab it and move it around. Don't just dab and leave it there. So dab and move the color around. Let me come closer for you guys to see. But you can obviously see that where especially this dark color ends. I want to show you how to do that, how to make sure that it blends together, because very dark colors, they pop out a lot and they don't blend in without you blending it, hence the blending brush. Okay, so now we're going to do the tones of the last color. So again, sweeping, we're going to sweep it. You see it like the way it's so pigmented, it removes the orange color that was here, so it's gone. So, and also sweeping leaves a lot of fallout, like no fallout, like the eyeshadows basically going everywhere. So with this one, it just stays there because you dab and you move slightly, not so much. But as you can see, it flows, the colors flow in. With this one, like it's a hot mess, but yeah. So I wanted to show you guys how to make sure that these colors, there's no line like that, because that is definitely a don't. As you can see, the yellow, you see where it ends, the brown, the orange and the brown. So you want to make sure that these two colors don't seem like it's cut out. So what you want to do is take that brown and gently just rub it into the orange. See how that is melted in, it flows in. So let's do that again for the yellow. So for the yellow, you just have to dab into the yellow and gently move into the orange slightly, not too much. You see that is beautiful. I love that. This one, oh okay, so you can see the total difference of how the eyeshadows are, and I hope this video was very informative and also educational for you guys. I want to do more educational makeup tutorials for you guys to see and try to understand how to do it. I hope this was informative, and if it was, please give me a thumbs up. Also comment and tell me what you guys want to see more in the tutorials. Share this video for someone who's struggling to do some eyeshadows, and also subscribe if you haven't, and I'd really appreciate it if you come back for more videos, and follow me on Instagram if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Thank you. Bye.